What's up, Nerd Nation? Haku here. Marnix is back with us. We just got out of the theater from seeing Rogue One. Wow. Just...
Yeah, I mean, that was a hell of an experience.
Obviously, you know, a lot of people haven't seen it yet, so this is a spoiler-free review.
Oh, is it? Oh, no. That's going to be so hard. There's so much good about it.
But...
that derives from the plot.
I know. It's so...
So...
Donnie Yen. That's all I gotta say. Donnie Yen just...
Okay, so I don't know a lot of the actors' names. I recognize a lot of them, but so many of these characters are so memorable, and that's, you know, I think what a lot of Star Wars fans are longing for, right? And, okay, you have to trust both our opinions on this today, because you got someone who liked the latest movie and someone who absolutely hated it. But we both loved this one.
Yeah. Like I said, I loved Episode 7. I loved the originals. I hated the trilogy, or the prequels. And...
So, I will never say the prequel trilogy is an example of a good series of movies. I like them, but I agree that there's so many flaws, are so badly done, the acting is poor, but I appreciate having them as a history of the story, this background information. I really enjoyed what it was trying to do, and also I love the music, and I'm a really big sucker for Star Wars music. I mean, Clash, Duel of the Fates, all that stuff, and just seeing all that was great for me. Meanwhile, I didn't like Episode 7 because of it just being this timid, we don't want to do the same mistake that the prequel trilogy did of breaking this new ground and doing it badly, so we're just going to rehash A New Hope and hope people like it.
I looked at
people gobbled it up, like this guy who likes everything.
Because, like I said, the reason why I love it is I think Jeremy Johns was talking about it, that, you know, now you have all these little kids and stuff. Same thing with the Ninja Turtles movie. They now have Ninja Turtle stuff. They're, you know, it's being brought out for a new generation, and I kind of like that.
It's fine. I think that Star Wars Episode 1 did that.
I don't think that it did
it
well. No.
Look at all the kids that are now that bought all those toys. I mean, I was one of the kids that got that bought all that stuff when I was 10 when that came out. I loved Episode 1. I loved it. I absolutely
Episode 1
adored that movie when I was 10. I do not think it's good now. I look back and think, holy shit. When I was a kid, I liked stupid shit.
If you guys can see it in the background, there is a Jar Jar Binks and a Darth Maul.
Oh my god!
In the background.
I wouldn't even go that far.
But my dad.
My point is, you can break new ground. You don't have to remake New Hope with new characters and worse characters, in my opinion, without good music to get a new generation. You can break new ground in Star Wars and do that, and just have them watch the old trilogy, which is still good. You can watch that as a kid and still like it. I did. My little brother does, who's 10. There's no problem with that. That, to me, doesn't justify being so timid with the new movie. So, meanwhile, Rogue One. Meanwhile, let's talk about Rogue One. This is presumably a video about Rogue One. Rogue One was great. Brings in new information that I like. Breaks new ground. Talks about new themes that we haven't heard before. I mean,
the music was great.
The music was great. The music is not as memorable as you'd like it to be, but it still sets the tone so well. There are definitely more memorable tunes. A few times I thought, man, I really wish they would just play this whole thing instead of teasing us with this classic tune and just sort of cutting it off. But that's fine. I can forgive that because, you know, they want to bring in this new feel. So that's fine. They don't want to rest too much in their laurels.
I think that it does a great job. Like I said, it bridges the older movies and the newer movies in terms of technology, in terms of filling in some of the gaps for the story.
Yeah.
The characters, I mean, most everybody that I saw in there are memorable characters. They're not, you know, they're not too many throwaway characters. Or as soon as you see them on screen, from
They stick with you.
From the main woman to now, they're memorable characters. Donnie Yen, like I said, is
he's great. I mean, the trailers don't even do it justice because a lot of these characters have way more personality than even the trailers
do do it justice, and that's one of the things that I loved about it. Because one of the things that was like what we got with Batman versus Superman was, oh yeah, let's throw everything in the trailer. Let's show them everything that's going to happen in the movie. That's not how you do a trailer.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, I like the trailer.
That's what
I'm saying that, like, if you are judging these characters only by the trailer, you're wrong about a lot of them. Because, I mean, characters like the Guardians of Will characters that were in there, you'll know what that means when you watch it. Namely, you saw it in the trailer. If anybody saw it, the guy with the stick who's like, I trust the Force. That guy has a lot more personality than the trailer would indicate. That's all I'm saying.
Like I said, for me, I see it as...
He's not just this cold, blind, stereotypical, I trip you with my stick character.
I was seeing it like more that you see more... You get just little hints, little subtle hints that make you really want to go see this movie. And for longtime fans, for new fans... This is an amazing film from beginning to end. I was on the edge of my seat. I think I've laughed harder at this movie during certain parts than I've laughed in quite a bit at a movie. And not saying it's comedy, but just the physical...
There's one pun that made me physically hurt. That's often a good quality of puns. Let's just say that's going to stick with you, and you're going to either love it or you're going to really, really, really hate it. I'll leave it at that.
So, acting was great. Pacing was really, really well done. I didn't find too many parts that really slowed down. There's a few parts in here that slow down, but
slowing down is a part of pacing. That's a good thing. It's actually one of my main criticisms of Episode 7 is that it never slowed down. And it felt like there was a chance for characters to bond. So the relationships in this movie, I felt, seemed a lot more genuine, in part because they were willing to slow down and actually build the relationships. Whereas some of the ones in Episode 7 were like, why do you care so much about this person that you just met and didn't have any real interaction with? There's no quiet moment for that to happen. And that really made it more convincing in Rogue One for me. It almost seemed like they took on board a lot of the criticisms I think that Episode 7 faced, and I mean, they can't have put it on board this quickly, but it seemed that way in Rogue One.
For me, I would have to say, if I had to give it a score, I'd say this one is a good 9 out of 10. This is a solid film, and I would suggest it to anybody.
I don't rate films that way often enough to be able to do that. Like if this was an anime, I'd be able to do that, but it's not. I'm going to rate it among the Star Wars films, and I would say it's the next thing below the original trilogy, in my opinion.
All right, guys. So there you have it. That's our quick review of Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Questions, comments, life problems, leave in the section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. We're not going to be going too far away because we're about to start talking about our final recording of The Last Guardian. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit.
All right. See you guys. Thanks for letting me on.